In this video I'm going to show you guys how to build a castle in Minecraft. Now if you're new to the channel at all, we do a lot of time lapses and tutorials just like this one, so make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, if you're interested in more castle tutorials, I'll link the playlist in the description as well as in the card above. Anyway, let's get into the tutorial. Alright, so here we are on my tutorial world. So this is the castle that we've actually got and what we're going to be building. So the easiest thing for you guys to do, if you want to try and get an idea of the scale of the whole thing, is to actually build a nice little square. So we've actually got 25 blocks going this way, and of course on the top as well, and 24 blocks going this way. So I've just made an orange square to kind of be the outline. Now notice that most of the buildings you'll see that are kind of like in with one block, but actually it's the overhang that actually is the 25th block. And it was going to be a 24 by 24 castle, but these little tower turret thingamajiggies with it coming out so much, I just couldn't resist putting on an extra block, so that's why I kind of extended it. Bit cheaty, but that's the way it is. So materials you're going to need for at least the first kind of bit of it, because we're going to be building up kind of in stages really. We're going to be building up this kind of like first bit and just getting a bit of these towers as the kind of like base. And then, see, when this bit is done, we can then move on to the next bits and sections and things like that. So we'll go on to that. So base materials are stone brick stairs, chiseled stone bricks, polished andesite slab, stone brick slab, stripped spruce wood, and also spruce slab. So those wood blocks, you can obviously switch them for whatever you want. I've just got mine going across here as beams, and of course the slabs as your normal blocks on top. So nice and simple. Alright, so if you've got your square, that makes it really easy to build because, well, that's what I'm going to be using for where everything lays out, especially where it's going a little bit off. I'm also going to grab just a random block, probably let's go with magenta wool, my old favourite, and we're going to use that as our other block on top of this orange. So if you go onto the right hand side of the castle, so this is where we're going to have the entrance of the castle, is going to be roughly in the middle. We're going to go onto this side, and just on inwards from the block we're going to go 1, 2, 3 and 4 blocks like that. So we're going to have 4 blocks of magenta on the inside, so inside of this outer ring. Then I'm going to switch over to our stone bricks, and we're going to have 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3. Then what we're going to be doing is doing basically a free 1 circle. So what we mean by that is we've got 3 blocks here, and they go 1, then 3, 1, 2, 3, then 1, then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1. So 3, 1 circle, and you'll get something that looks like this. So this is a really quite basic circle in Minecraft, but for our purposes works perfectly. So what we're going to then have on the other side is just from, well, wherever on this kind of like inner ring here, we go 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use my magenta again, and then we're going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to have another tower. Whoops, going to have another tower with the same pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, like that. So there we go. So where everything lines up, 4 blocks from this piece here that then starts onto that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or if you want 5 from the edge, and then you get a 3, 1 circle here. Got a 3 block up between the kind of widest point on the middle here, and then you get another tower exactly the same as the other one. So what's next? Well, really nice and simple. We're going to build this up by to be 7 blocks in total. So we've already got 1, so we go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in total, like that. So the nice little towers. We just build up the entire towers like this, really nice and easy. Remember, if you ever get stuck at all, or I'm going too fast or anything like that, you can do 1 or 2 things. When I used to do tutorials a lot and follow them, I don't know why, I was just never as fast as the people on those darn videos, and I'm one of those people. So I've been told. So don't feel afraid to pause the button. It's not just you. I used to do it all the time with those. Or you can also, if you are, especially if you're non-native English speaker, and you're struggling with what I'm saying, you can put subtitles on, and you can also even slow down the video as well. So YouTube's got a pretty cool button for that these days, which is pretty good actually, pretty awesome. I think actually the pillar method works a lot faster than going around as well. So there's slightly different things that you can do, I guess, to make it faster. Now, when it comes to the interior as well, you don't have to have the interior towers as they are. You could technically just have the outside frame. The reason I do it is because it just seems right. So that's the reason that I go with that. Nice explanation there, isn't it? Just seems right. Okie dokie. So what we're now going to do is we're just going to build a little bit of the entrance kind of frame. So we're going to have 3 blocks going up, or actually we're going to have 2 blocks going up on the side. So this bit here, we go 2 blocks. Then we're going to switch over to our stone brick slab. Have that on the upper piece there. So that's just where we are. 1, 2. Then you get a slab there. So you can see that that is a upper slab. That's the idea. That's what I'm trying to help. We're then going to switch over to a stair. We're going to have a stair in on the upper piece there, like that. And we can have a block right on the side there. We can do the same on the other side as well. We'll meet it in the middle. So we go with these 2 blocks. Then we got our slab in there. We're going to have a stair. So this is just a normal stair this way. And just a normal block on the side like that. And then what we're going to do is have a slab in the middle. Oh, not a wood block. Slab in the middle like that. So we get this nice frame. So if we get rid of those purple blocks, it'll look a lot better. There you go. So we get a nice archway going across here, which is basically what we're doing here. Just to explain what we're doing, we're building this nice arch going over here like this, and then we're going to build this bit next. So we're going to just adding in the little bits of details because they'll make it look a lot better. So there we go. That's what we get for that. So what do we do next? Well, we are going to have in the middle, we just got with 3 blocks, 1, 2, and 3 like that. So that's going to be our main kind of like pillar, I guess. Same with this one as well. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then on the middle here, we can either do stairs going this way like that, so you get them looking like that kind of way, or you can do it the other way where you have. I was just thinking, am I doing the same thing? Or you can have it where it's on the outside. So if you had it on the outside, that's what it would look like. It's totally up to you. Honestly, it is totally 100% up to you, because what you're going to end up with is something that will look like this. So you'll be able to look through these ones. So it's up to you if you want them that way, or if you want them the other way. Now I'm going to go with this way because that's what I've done on my build, and I kind of like it. I kind of like it this way. It seems like it's, I don't know, closer together, and for some reason I like that. So what we're now going to do as well is we're going to go across. So we've got 1 block here, and then just on these ones we're going to cut these out as well. That's the same on both sides. And for this one, you don't really have a choice if you want to make it look still stable, which is you have your stairs on the inside piece like that. Because if you do it on, well, the other way around, it's just when you then do the next bit, which is right here. So if we cut these 2 out and these 2 out, when you go to outside blocks here, I just find it doesn't quite look right. It kind of looks like, well, where's the stability in it? Whereas as soon as you have it on this side, it looks a little bit more stable, like you've got a whole block there. It's aesthetic, that's all it is, rather than anything else. But that's what I do for those. So there we go, we'll do the same on the other side. So these 2 here, just these 2 edges, and we have them on the outer pieces so that we've got an outer wall. Because if you did it on the inner side, it kind of looks a little bit strange, as you can see, like this. It kind of works, it kind of doesn't work. Personally, I don't like it. I like it to look like it's a tower that's got window slits rather than it being a stylistic-y thing. So what we're also going to do is from these stairs here, what we're going to end up doing is, so where this middle block is here, I'm just using that as a marker, we're going to knock out these 2 underneath it and then do a stair and an upside down stair like that. I can put that block back in. Sorry, so there we go, just like that. So that's just where we've got a little bit of detail in there. So again, I'm mostly switching out this block because sometimes it's difficult to see with the stone brick especially. But yeah, you get your block there, which is on this level. Just knock out these 2 and put in a stair and another stair like that. And that will be our little bit of detail. Cool. So what we're going to do next is we are actually going to do the crenellations for the front of it, which is going to be a stair here, then we're going to have a stair here, stair here, stair here, stair here, and stair here. We're just going to do the front for the time being. We'll work on the sides in a bit as we work our way around. So there we go, we got that. What we're now going to do as well is right here, we're going to be doing our matriculations. So you're going to be knocking out the block here and putting in a stair, just like that. So sorry guys that are doing it in survival, but at least you're only knocking out a couple blocks to do that. So that's where you get your matriculations. We're then going to go to our chiseled stone bricks, and just on top of each of those stairs that we've placed, the upside down stairs, we're going to be putting in our chiseled blocks. So we can then get this. Then if we switch over to our polished andesite slabs, in between them on an upper slab we're going to have these. When you get to this piece here, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can either have it on the outside, but the reason I don't recommend it is because then you can fall down and you look stupid when you're walking across the wall. So I always put it on the inside to stop it, so that if you are wandering across the walls, you can see down and you can shoot down and you can see the matriculations at work and all that. And by the way, they aren't really true matriculations, but they kind of work the same way. Yeah, you don't fall down, which you then don't look stupid, so that's why I do it that way. So again, here on the inside piece, and then you get them on there. And then just to kind of make it look a little bit cooler, we're just going to place our... sorry guys, I've made a mistake. These aren't polished andesite slabs in between. These are just normal stone brick slabs. I'm so sorry, I just noticed that in the background. And then what we do is we put our polished andesite slabs on top of the chiseled. Right. Sorry folks. God. Not that it would have actually mattered that much, but I just remembered that I would have used this more as like a fancy block. So imagine that. I know you can only just about go underneath it. Crenellations you would actually... if you've ever been on a castle, they're actually like pretty darn big. And usually like that as well. So they're usually like curved in. It's just that I am not a fan of that look. I just think it looks a little bit too bulky. So I kind of like this. And you can always crouch and shoot down and stuff. So it works for me. Okie dokie. Right, anyway. Blabbering on. What we're going to do now is go on to our stripped spruce wood. And we're just going to bring a beam across this side. And then we're just going to join this onto the side. And join that onto the side. Do the same on the other side. And bring that across on there. Get your spruce slab. Shove these in here. I'm just going to put this couple slabs in there. And the reason I do that is I think it just looks kind of cool. It looks more like it's structured and, you know, together and all that. So that's where we get that. You can also put in slabs going across here. Oh, there we go. You know, on the floor part of this, and probably cut through this middle block if you wanted to, or this block here. I don't know. It's up to you guys where you want to cut through your doors. I haven't done any interior on this one, so it is totally up to you what you actually do. Just going to quickly have a peek. 2 blocks apparently. Okay, cool. Go for that then. So we'll go for these 2 blocks here, or 2 slabs. Going across there. It's probably because I put like a beam or something going across there. And we're just going to fill this in as well. And of course, if you wanted to do this in stages, you're doing it in survival, and you just wanted to do one tower, you could then build one tower, do the crenellations around it, live in that tower, build the other tower, then join them together. You know, there's loads of different things you could do if you wanted to, like that. Right, so on this inside piece anyway, what we're going to do is put a stair in right here, actually. There we go, right there. So not there. We're going to have a stair in there, and we're going to have a stair in on this side. I'm guessing this is not wood, so remove that. And put in stone bricks instead. Yeah, that looks way better. So there we go, get your stone bricks in there. And then we're going to do the same again here. So I'm going to put this nice archway across this. So this is where you could, if you wanted to, put a portcullis in, or you could have trapdoors, and you could have, you know, you could be dropping things on people. But if you're going to do a portcullis, make sure that you can get it all the way up to the top. It's going to have to come out of this top piece. That means you could build, if you wanted to, like a structure that then is working off of these and pulls up or whatever in order to do it. If you want to do it properly, that is. If you're not too bothered, then, you know, just put in a portcullis type thing using fences. But totally up to you. I'm just going to leave mine blank for the time being, because mine is more of a fantasy castle. It's more for rich folk effectively living in it. So that's what we've got for that nice kind of like first section. What we're going to do now is we're going to actually move around to this side piece here. So for this, we've actually got a little bit of a mini tower on the go. So we've actually got from this side on the left side of the gate. Let's call it that. We're going to have 2 blocks here. Then we're going to have 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to have 2 blocks. So we've got this like little mini tower again. Build it up to the same height, which is 7. You can kind of see why I didn't go around the sides now, because it's not a simple shape, this one. I tried to be quite complex with it and have a lot of interweaving parts to make it look quite interesting. So there we go, we get something that looks a little bit like that. I'm just going to have to double check my reference pictures for all of the actual details. So let's do the front part of it first. I'm actually, sorry guys, I am going to have to go and look. Usually I don't have to. Aha, that's what's going on. It's all like hidden on my screen for this bit. So what we've got here is we've got a upside down stair in this piece, then a normal stair on this piece. We're going to have a stair, and then we're going to have a stair. That makes a lot of sense. And then just for here, stair on this bit for the matriculation, stair for this bit, and stair for this bit. And then just on top of those chiseled stone brick, on top of those upside down stone brick stairs, we're going to have chiseled stone brick on each of those. Then a stone brick slab, definitely not that other one that I said. In there, we're actually going to do the first one where it's going to be going across here. So again, my rule of thumb, you could do something where you get, you know, them sticking out like this. Then you have that full risk of falling down. So always put the slab in there. That's the easiest way of doing it. Same with this one over here. And this one as well, we want to push that forwards to make it look a little bit more interesting, even though it looks a bit weird with it going in and out and all about and all that. So yeah, and then just cap those chiseled stone bricks off with your polished andesite. Nice and simple. You could also use stone slabs as well. There's no reason why, you know, you have to use stone, the andesite. You could also do this whole thing in like sandstone or quartz or something if you wanted to make like a white castle or a sandy castle. Doesn't really matter, you know. Feel free to mix it up, you know. Right. Okay. So what we're going to now do is just go onto the lower piece of this one. I'm going to knock out these two and put in nice little arrow slit. The only thing I'm going to check very, very quickly... Okay, I didn't. So you could technically put in another arrow slit there if you wanted to. I'm guessing I thought it was overkill. So I didn't do it on that side. So that's probably why I haven't done that. Right, so around to the side of the build now. What we're going to do is, same as the other two towers, because we've got these two sides here, we're going to knock out these two and put in arrow slits on these bits. Again on the outside, because if you do it on the inside it looks a little bit strange. So we've got that there, and we're also going to do the same pattern as well. So where we've got this kind of like the lower piece there, it's just underneath these two, knock out those two blocks, put in your stone bricks, stairs, you know, normal, and then upside down like that. Nice and simple, but looks pretty cool. Okie dokie. So next what we're going to do is we are going to have a total of 4 blocks going across the side. So we go for this side here, where we've got this 2-block kind of gap. We're going to go back by 1, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then again, we're going to build this up to 7 high. This is just part of a wall, which joins between the this kind of like front bit and let's call it the Grand Tower. Let's call it the Grand Tower, Donjon, as you may. So we'll go with that as being this bit. And for this bit, nice and simple, we're going to have a stair here and a stair there. And then we're going to just have our matriculations as per normal. Put your chiseled stone brick on, and put your stone brick slabs there, and again doing that whole gap thing, and even have it going onto this side here where it's going into an imaginary wall that we haven't yet built. Incredible. Now I didn't put any sort of arrow slits on this side. If I just very, very quickly show you, you might want to do that, but again you can do that on your interior if you wanted to. So from this kind of interior towers, this is where we've got this bit here. We have apparently got an arrow slit here, which I didn't know about, but around this side you've got this whole wall and this whole section here. You could, if you wanted to have a floor going across here, you could have that going in there. Totally up to you guys. You don't have to do that at all, you know. So totally up to you. And we're now going to put in that arrow slit, which I didn't even know existed. So I'm guessing that was same. Oh yeah, same side as well. Yeah, cool. So do it this way, and then upside down there. Look at that, awesome. So that's what we get for that bit. Right. So we're going to start doing the foundations of the Grand Tower. Let's call it. Yeah, the Grand Tower sounds good. Sounds really good. So let's get on to doing that. So it's going to be quite nice and interesting. What we're going to do is we're going to go forwards with 1 block onto this side. And we're actually going to have a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks in total. Wow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it really does go right to the edge of the whole build, actually. I'm wondering if it also goes over. So this might actually be a 25 by 25 build, and I just haven't noticed. I think it actually is. It's a 25 by 25, not 24. So my apologies, guys. Move your line. So I really do apologise if that has mucked up anyone, but I did not even know until just now. Well, I've just figured it out. So move by 1. There we go. Right. Cool. So yeah. 25 by 25, not 24 by 24. But there we go, we get that there. This is going to be a whole square. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, because we already got that block there. We're then going to build this up by, well, 1 block short, so go up by 6 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 1 short. And then build this all in here. Of course, again, you don't have to build the entire tower on the inside. If you want to have like a really elaborate, really big inside interior without being constrained by the towers themselves, feel free to get rid of the inner walls. It'll save you a lot of materials as well if you're doing it in survival, especially. So yeah, don't be afraid to, you know, change it up. Tutorials are there as a nice rough guide, and then you can personalize it how you want. Also, guys, if you do an interior for this one, I'd actually love to see what you guys come up with, because it'd be really quite cool to see what you guys come up with. And you can either share that to me on Twitter, or you can also do or post it to me on Discord as well. We've got a pretty good Discord community, a couple channels, so we've got like a nice vanilla channel, you can post that in. But also, if you did want to, you came out with a good interior and it was really, really good, and you're really proud of it, and I'm really happy with it after seeing pictures, you know, you can of course also upload stuff as well. It's like something like Planet Minecraft, for example. Alright, so going on to the side here, we're going to have a block, then we're actually going to switch over to a new block, brand new block. Polished andesite, the whole block. So that's what we're going to go for next. We're going to have a polished andesite block, then we're going to have a stair, you guessed it, block, stair, block, like that. So I'm just going to do the block on the outside. So you only get stone brick being right on the outside this time, so we don't have it going anywhere else. So yeah, stair, 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 like that. On the back as well, exact same thing. So we can do a nice exact same thing. Block in there. Stair, stair, oh, stair, 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 stair. For the inside pieces, you don't have to do it, but if you want to, you can do. Just ignore the stair part of it, because it'll probably look a little bit weird. But if you got blocks and things like that, then that might just help. And then of course, if you did want to as well, you can then put in a floor for this. So if you're going to do a floor for this, I would do it 2 blocks away from the edge. Do it on the polished andesite kind of blocks, because they're not the stairs, so then that kind of makes sense. And just have that joining across here. And try and... this is just something that I think is... the way my brain works is, if I'm going to have beams going this way as my primary beam, and then that's been my secondary beam, I keep that going all the way through the build, and I actually get driven a little bit mad by doing it. But it's totally up to you guys if you wanted to do that. I'm not saying you have to do it, it's just that my OCD kind of takes over and says you have to get it all aligned. It's not too bad though. It's not like if I had 2 castles next to each other, I wouldn't have to do both of those castles and have those beams exactly aligned. It's just the same one, especially if I'm walking on it as a floor like this one where I can actually see the beams. It just doesn't look right to me if it isn't like that. I don't know if that's just me. I'm guessing it is just me, but you know, whatever. Alright, so we're now going to do some, I think they're called buttresses, I can't quite remember, but just 1 block in. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then have a stair, and then the next one we're going to be 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stair, next one is also a 5, next one's also a 5, and then the next one's a 4. So we basically have this like staggered buttress type thing, and I think it's a buttress, but if it's not, let me know. Basically a support, so we get this kind of tiered kind of thing going on there. You guessed it, on the back as well, same thing. So there, 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 and there. I just find it easier to place the stairs first. It's because I'm lazy, I don't want to use the mouse wheel too much. But there we go, you get something like that. Nice and simple, nice and cool. So, what is next? Right, well, we could, if we wanted to, actually do some of the next level, which we might as well do actually. Let's go up with, let's do 2 blocks in total. So go up with 2 blocks, another 2 blocks. We're now going to have some arrow slits. So we go upside down stair, blocks, arrow slit, block, arrow slit, box, and arrow slit, and then blocks, and then blocks. This is up to you. If you wanted to do something where, especially with something like this, where you've got 2 on each side, you know, feel free that actually you then go, okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these ones going outside, and then when I switch over to this one's going to go outside, so that they are more symmetrical. So then you get like these two closer, and then the spacing's more even. It doesn't feel like it's off center. That's totally up to you. Totally up to you. I mean, it's one of those things that apparently I just do by default. I didn't realize I did that. But yeah, it's one of those things that you can just do if you want things to line up. With this kind of castle, I was thinking that it's not actually what am I trying to say? That it's not actually, you know, so much of a castle that gets used these days. It's more of a noble family type people, where it's not really defensible. Not as defensible as it used to be, but you know, it's more for style. Anyway, 2 blocks here, then an upside down stair, then stair, block, then stair, then block, then stair, then block, then stair, then block, block. So you're basically just doing above those windows, upside down stair. That probably would have been easier to say, but I didn't say that, so we're going to go with that. And then guess what, guys? Same on this side. So if we build up those blocks, we're going to go for these stairs being here. Actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to put the blocks on. I'm going to have stair, 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 stair. And then we're going to go blocks and put these on there, and then just have the upside downs going into that part there. So then at least we've got this whole thing where we can actually see into these arrow slits. And you know, switch them out for windows as well. This one's got quite a lot of windows on it as a build, just because I wanted to, well, kind of, you know, flesh it out a little bit. Right, we're actually going to go over to the other side now. We're going to do something a little bit different, and I've already just realised I haven't counted this. So 3 blocks from there. There we go. That makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? So from this tower here on the right hand side of the build, from the gate, so that's going to be the easiest. What we're going to do is from this one on our 3-1 tower, we're going to go diagonal. So we're going to go to there. We're going to have 3 blocks. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go, yeah, build it up to 6 high, because we've got some styling on it as well. And the only styling we've actually got with this is chiseled stone blocks, every other one, and then we've got a stair on the other one. So I don't know if you want to call this like the main pillar, and then the other one we get a stair. You could say that. Across the side here we've actually got 7 blocks, so this is a 7 by 7 tower, so you've got 1 block already, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and obviously 7, because we've got this wall is joint, so you don't actually have to join up this wall here unless you really wanted to. I mean, you could do, because we're going to be going over the top in a bit, but I wouldn't really bother too much. Now this is where I actually had my tower going in, so I actually had the entrance into here, and I also had another entrance somewhere around here, but you know, you can go wherever you want if you want to make it a bigger entrance. So we're just going to go up with, on the inside of this with 6. I'm just going to go over there. I'm actually going to do a little archway for this one this time, make it a little bit different. So I always do find that, especially with interiors, if you can make a couple of the doors, you know, like single doors, you know, like little rooms that don't really go anywhere, or don't have as much purpose in them, they're not as important, and then you go for these double arches for more important rooms. So I guess this, by me doing that, means that this one's probably more important. It's also off the side here, it kind of draws your eye then, rather than just being a single. So that's just what I think while I'm blabbering around. So here we go, stairs going across this bit, and then we get the chiseled. And just for the inner parts, we're just going to go with the alternating. You could, if you want to, switch these ones out. I don't think you'll ever be able to see them, but going to go for that. Why not? Go fancy or go home, I guess. Right, okay. So we're going to do some arrow slits now. So if we just build up 2 blocks on each of these pillars, exactly the same things with what we just did. So I'm going to go with these on these sides, these on here, and those there. We've just got 3 blocks, so you have to just choose this one. It's going to go that way or that way. It doesn't really matter. Well, it doesn't matter at all. I just realised we haven't done the crenellations on this piece, so we're now going to do onto that. So upside down stair, then knock out these ones for your whatever they're called, things. Your things. Actually, this one's quite an interesting one, because we actually have a corner block. Did we also have that on there? No, we didn't, because we were able to have a stair. No, so for this corner one, we're actually going to bring this out with a slab, and then just put our chiseled stone bricks on there. Put your polished andesite on top, and then do your stone brick slabs going across here. And again, that gap. It's usually easier to do it from the inside, because you can see where you're going to fall down, I guess. So there we go, get something like that. And the reason I wanted to do this is because of this side here. So if we build that one up with 2 blocks, I am going to put a block in there, just because you can see it from that from that stair. So we don't want anything else there. And then we're going to go with this side, I think. Either way, you can't really see anything, but we're going to go for that. Why not? And then just build this up with a couple blocks. You could, if you wanted to, again, have an actual arrow slit there. I personally wouldn't bother. I would just end up having this blocked up and having the doorway here. You don't want to have a doorway here, because if you were trying to escape or whatever, you know, trying to get away from enemy fire, which was over there, you want to try and be a bit further away. You don't want to be an easy target, even though regardless you are kind of a little bit of an easy target. So that's why I put the doorway. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to say, trying to get to. Alright, cool. So what we're going to do here is just put a block in, upside down stair, bring these across, upside down stair whenever you get a window. We can probably, I'm just going to have to check my detail. I did, okay, so I did upside down stairs on each of these. I did even put in a window here, an arrow slit window there. It's up to you. I might as well do it because I've done it. So why not? Let's just shove that in, make that look the same. Then here, we're just going to do our blocks. Then upside down stairs on top of these to get that piece. Again, your floor. This time you can probably just get away with just doing one beam. Yeah, you can do, because it's exactly the same pretty much as the circular tower. Except it's just, you know, the corner's not really been cut off by one. As you can see, so you got that. It's just got 3 little slabs on there instead of 4. So, simple. Alright, so the inner part of it, I'm going to have to double check because I know that there's some weird stuff going on here. Yeah, I thought so. And on this bit, it's all inner then. As we go through here. Yeah, so at least we can do some of that. And we'll figure out what's going on with that in a sec. So let's do the back of it. So we'll just, for the back piece, just fill this all in. And we will do the same for here. We'll then just remove any pieces that we need to, which are visible to the outside, to do the styling parts of it. You can also, just as a quick note, you can, if you wanted to, put buttresses on here. Try not to use word edit. If you wanted to, and you could do the same style where you have it going up and down and whatnot. There's no real reason why not. It's a style type choice, and of course you could have it going onto the other side as well. Have it there. I probably, well, you could have it going to there actually, and then blocks this. Yeah, why not? Sure, why not? And do something like that if you wanted to. Totally up to you though, guys. Yeah, it really is. Totally up to you. Right, so we're actually going to go back over to this side now, and what we've got is back to our normal blocks. We're going to go from this main tower in and have 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I'm going to build this up to 7 high again. So we get through this first level. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have an upside down stair here. And then an upside down stair here. And then these ones are, well, this one's a normal stair. This one doesn't count because it's going to be part of the next tower. So we've actually got another tower. This is where people don't really notice, but that's this back tower here. So we've got this little section down here. And that's what we've just put in. So we've actually got this. And I quite like it about this this castle actually. It's got these little outside walkways, which I think look quite cool. You can imagine if you scaled these, then you can shoot down on people that have somehow scaled them. I don't know, whatever. Who knows? So here we go. So put in your chiseled stone brick, put in your stone brick slab, and whack on top of those your polished andesite slab. Lovely. Right. So now what we're going to do, as I said, this is part of the back wall. So we're actually going to have a 1 block here, then 3 blocks. Then 1, then 3 blocks, then 1, then 3 blocks, then 1, and then as you can see, that's where that one joins up. So there we go, that's just for a visual for you guys. Cool, so what we'll do now is build that out with 7 blocks. I think that's 7, yeah, there we go. I had to check then. It's never good if you need to check, but there we go, build that up. Now, if you wanted to, you could, because this tower is actually a little bit taller. It's not like the front ones where it's exactly 7 high, and this is the end piece. Instead, this one goes up even more, like another floor. So if you wanted to, you could actually have some arrow slits on the lower level. I didn't actually put any in on mine at all. So what I mean by this is where we've got the arrow slits down here. As you can see, they aren't on this one. We've instead got them up another floor. If you wanted to put them in, you can, you know, feel free, you know, don't feel like you have to be stuck with whatever I've decided on. Right, so for flooring, again, put that beam going across here, like this, there we go. So okay, yeah, do feel free to mix it up and yeah, make it kind of a bit of your own, you know, there's no real reason why not. So we might as well actually put in these kind of blocks actually. Think about it. So if we go for a stair here, upside down stair, then have our blocks, stair, upside down stair, and then on the middle bits, we're just gonna have blocks, 2 blocks. We're gonna do the same here, stair, upside down stair, two stairs, 2 blocks even, stair and upside down stair like that. Right, so there we go. That gives us those bits like that. What we're now going to do is we're actually just going to join across here with 2 blocks. So we just put 2 blocks across this bit. Just build another little wall like that. And this one's going to have 2 blocks here. Going to have 2 blocks here. Just actually build the entire tower up. Yep, that's right. Build that up there. So it's behind this block. This is why I said don't put a stair down there. So we get that. And then for this bit, we're going to have a stair here, and then a matriculation-y type stair there. Go chiseled, chiseled, and then we do our normal thing going on here. So then that just kind of adds into that little bit of style like that. So there we go. That's what we get for that piece. So what we can do now is I need to figure out where the next bit of the wall is, which is just behind here. There we go. So we've got 2 blocks here, and then we've got another little wall. But we'll do that all as part of the next section as we kind of build up the next piece of this. I think what we'll probably do is put in this tower because it's almost standalone, although it integrates with the other like roof here and everything. If we've got that in, that'll then complete this kind of back section. We'll be able to then fill in the floors for those. So let's get on to that. Alright, so we're going to get onto this tower now, or even this tower if I'm actually looking at it. So this tower, we're going to finish this one up. It just gives us a nice little bit. It means we can also complete around the side here and get all of this on as well, which would be quite nice. So it just finishes up a light small section, really. So what we're going to do is if we go around to the side here, we're going to grab our chiseled stone bricks, and then just every other one we're going to do a chiseled stone brick. So just here, 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 here. There, 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 and there, there, and there, like that. On the inside, we're not going to have our stairs. We're going to have 4 blocks, so put those on. On this side, we will, though. So we're going to have stone brick stairs, just like this. Going around, like that. Then what we're going to do is, on top of each of these chiseled stone brick blocks, we're going to have 4 blocks, actually. 4 blocks of stone brick. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there again, and there again. Oh, there again. I don't know if we actually need them on that side, but we'll find out very, very shortly. So if you want to put in a floor on this one as well, do the same thing when we get our beams. It's on this level here. So we can bring that in. And of course, you can always change these as well. I should actually say that just because I'm putting in the floors on certain places, doesn't mean that you have to. You can always just change it, just switch it. No problem at all. Cool. So that's what we get there. And that just means that you get this kind of like 3 blocks here, or 3.5 blocks. But then if you put a lantern, it doesn't block you from walking. So that's the main reason that I've got it on there. So we're going to get a new block, interestingly, which is... Well, it's up to you actually. You can go for a coloured block of stained glass, or you can just go for normal. I'm going to go for coloured again. Let's go for... I'm going to go for yellow this time, but I've got, I think this is light blue. Yeah, light blue that I've got on that one. I'm going to try it with yellow, see what it looks like. Who knows, it might look okay. So we're just going to have these on the inside of these. So 1, 2, and 3 like that. Just on the top here, we're actually going to join across these blocks. Now, I'm not totally sure about the inside of this one. I might have to have a look in a sec. But for now, we're just going to do this. I'm actually going to go on the inside of this building to do this. I actually think yellow was a bad choice. I might flip it out in a bit, but for now it'll do. So I'll leave it on that side like that. And then we're going to do another set of blocks on top of this one. Like that. Cool. So that then will set us up for the next bit. So we're going to need to get a couple other blocks. So we've already got our, let's get rid of a couple, polished andesite slab. Let's move things over. We're also going to get the polished andesite stair, wherever that is. There we go, that one there. And I'm going to re-grab my spruce slab, even though I got rid of it. And I'm also going to get my polished andesite block. That'll probably do for now. So with polished andesite stairs, we're going to have them here and here, like that. Then we're going to have a slab, slab, slab. And then we're actually going to have a stair going on this side and a stair going on this side like that. So you get this kind of thing going on. So kind of stuck in like that. Then for this bit, we're going to have a stair. Top of this one, we're going to have a block. Then a stair. We're going to have an inside kind of upside down stair like that. We're going to have a block. stair, upside down stair. And you kind of see where this is going. So basically doing this pattern, joins, goes up from there. So we can do the same on the other side as well, just to get it to point where kind of in the middle. So almost there. There we go. Like that. Block, block, stair, stair, like that. And then we're going to have upside down stair in that piece, like that. Okay, cool. We can actually get rid of anything? No, let's not get rid of anything. Let's put the next floor in. So the floor for this one is going to be on this level. If you want to have it the same as me, again, you don't have to. Though actually, it might be one further down. Yeah, okay. So I've actually done it further down. I was going to say, didn't quite look right then when I was doing that. So one block down. So this is quite small. There we go. Put that in there. But that makes more sense for. Whoops. We're gonna get rid of that. Right, that makes a lot more sense for the roof, I think, because then you've got this. This room makes a little bit more sense, and you can then, of course, if you want to delete those two, you've got a gap here where you've got a slab, so you could put in, slabs on these bits if you wanted to. Again, we can do the same on the other side as well. So let's do that quickly. So we've got stair here, slab, 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 upside down stair going outwards like that, and upside down stair going outwards like that. So that's what you'll get. So normal stair, and then those ones are out. Put a stair on this side, or put a stair on this side. We're going to do it a little bit different this time. Block on top, like that. Then we'll go stair, then we do upside down stair, normal stair. Sorry, not normal stair. No, block on top, then normal stair, then upside down stairs. Sure, you guys have done this type of roof a million and one times, so I'm kind of skipping through a tiny bit like that. Okay, now I have got to quickly check. Yeah, okay, I've got a stair on top. I was wondering how I'd capped this one up. So normal stair on top like that. There we go. Cool. And then just on the sides, we're just going to have a set of polished andesite stairs going in. Now this does, of course, mean that if you're also cutting into these bits, your slabs, you can of course also cut into these bits if you wanted to. There's not going to be too much point because the roof is going to be building on top. If you wanted like chests and things like that, you could do if you want to. Yeah, totally up to you. Right, so roofing wise, you've got a load of options. Absolutely tons of options in Minecraft these days. I just use normal prismarine. You could do it in dark prismarine. You could do it in brick or never brick or red never brick or wood. It's totally up to you really. I'm going to do mine in dark prismarine just to be different. And because somebody on the Discord said try it in dark prismarine, so that's why I'm going for this. So we're just going to put blocks down, then we can put stairs on top, and blocks down. To be fair, it's quite nice texture this. And do that across, and then blocks down, and then go across here, and then just blocks across the top here, like that. And then on the inside, you can, if you wanted to, put in wood or do something else. Again, it's totally up to you. So I'm just going to put the blocks down. Yeah, I think it's actually easier doing it the other way, from down here and then going up. So I'll do that actually. There we go. And there. Oh, there we go, like that. So, right, what are we going to do next? Okay, I found an issue with my previous thing of doing this, which is we need to put in some glass. And you could, of course, do stairs on here instead on the inside. But what we'll be doing, if I grab that glass, I do not like that yellow at all, so I'm going to switch over to the light blue. I just think it works a lot better. So what we're going to be doing is, on the inner side of this, going to be putting glass down. That's why you can put the stairs in, like this. And probably there, you'd probably end up doing something else. Whether it's probably wouldn't beam across with stone brick, but for my purpose, I'm going to do that rather than put anything else in there. Just don't want the glass to go all the way to the top. I don't think it would quite fit. There we go, like that. Not like that, like that. Okay. So then you should get something that looks like this. There we go. I think that looks better. Definitely. Quite clearly see the lines. And yeah, this yellow is terrible. So I'll go in and I'll replace that in a bit on the next, before the next sections happens. But there you go. So yeah, put in stairs or something like that instead, rather than do what we did before. I mean, you could of course have the glass going all the way down to the bottom if you wanted to, you know, so it's actually showing on a couple slabs instead, so like peeking through. But I don't think they would look that good functional wise, so I'm not going to bother with that as such. Right, so get the last bit, which is stone brick wall, and we're just going to build this one up. Put well, we can do two different things. We can either have it center like that, or you can have it on the sides. And of course you don't have to use stone brick, but it's totally up to you. I went with this one being on the sides rather than the center. Don't know why. I think it might have been because I did the other one using the center instead. So that's that there. So let's get on to the other kind of bits of this one. So on the inside of this, right, I'm just going to try to grab random blocks now. I'm just going to go for a couple blocks in here. We'll probably end up having a door going into this bit. We are going to have on the back here. So we've already got a window. We're actually going to end up replacing some of these windows. Sorry, folks. So I'm going to replace this one here. This one is going to be a door. So I'm just going to have a 2 and a stair there. So this is where it's going to be on to our next level, which will join up with this bit here. So that'll be quite cool. Right, okay, so we've got that in there. We are going to fill in these ones because you can't see out of them anyway. It joins into another room, and I am going to... Oh God, I've not got the blue. I'm going to just quickly replace those on the inside. So try something new, but then if it looks horrible, get rid of it. Don't know why. Yellow usually works quite nicely with certain things, but I guess it just doesn't fit the style, whereas blue glass seems to. There we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's what we get for that kind of doorway, at least. From this side now, we've got just really only a few blocks. So we go straight into a wall here. Up to you if you wanted to have a door here, which is what I've done. Because I've used this small area here, it's going to be pretty low risk of going from a tower into this area. So I've got a doorway. This is like a passageway from basically from the front of the castle. You can go into this tower, and then you can go from there onto this outside bit, and then go into this tower from there. To me, that makes quite a bit of sense, and I'd say that's pretty safe. But yeah, you know, totally up to you guys. Build up this tower here. So just build those up as well as this one as well. And we're actually going to do it again. Incredibly, there we go. So build that up even more. Like that. And for this one, I'm going to put in a stair here. Stair there. And put in a block. Like that. And then we can get on to doing the crenellations on this. So we've got stair here. Stair here. Around this side, stair there and stair there. We're going to leave these bits for the time being. We can put in the wall though. I just don't... Well, if we put in the wall, we might as well do this bit as well. So let's do that. So we've got just a block behind. That's nice and simple, isn't it? So it's exactly the same. So right here, just put in some slabs. We're going to put in a block wall. So from there, and join this up here. Like that, for the time being. And we can put in another stair there. Have that going over. And if we want to, you can have a door in here if you wanted to. You can use that, or you can of course have it going from the central parts of it. You could do both. I mean, I'm not, you know, being picky on the walls at all. It's totally up to you guys. Whatever you want to do will work absolutely fine. Right, unfortunately, because I didn't look at this bit and haven't got any pictures of it, I'm going to have a quick nosy at what I've actually done with this. So I think I now get what's going on with that. Okay, right, cool. So on each of these corners, we're going to go out with a slab. And then what we do is we have a stair this way, and then a stair this way. A little bit weird, but kind of work its way through. Also on this side, on that corner, do a diagonal slab. We have a stair that way, and a stair that way, like that. Grab your chiseled stone bricks and put those on top of each of those sticky outy bits. Oh, I've forgotten about this one. Also there as well. And just do that there, like that. And then we're going to get our stone brick slab and put that on. Wonder what I did with this gap right here, or if I have just left it as a gap. Apparently I just put in a slab behind it, that's fine. I was thinking, I knew I must have done something, I just didn't know if I got it wrong. So there we go, put in the slabs here, and again it's easier to do from the inside because you can see where you would drop to your death. So there we go, get those in there. Grab your polished andesite and just put those on top. Like so. There we go. Up. There. There we go. Almost got that wrong then. So that at least gives us those bits. And what we can also do is put in our matriculation type bits. So I guess for this one, we're going to have a stair that way and a stair that way. For this one, I've got a feeling I didn't do anything on those ones. I've got this one here. And these ones here. And then for this one, you could always put one in that way. And this one right here, we'll do a similar kind of thing where we have a stair that way and a stair that way. Right. Whoa. There we go. Let's grab our wood and just put in another floor on this tower. Like this. There we go. Right, so now we've got at least another tower, and we've got these small walkways on either side. I quite like them. I do quite like the small walkways. I think they look pretty cool, actually. I think they kind of add a lot of character to it, and you know, they've got this like multi-tier thing going on now, which is quite nice. And you could always do something if you wanted to, you know, like you've got the door here from the main tower, and actually this doesn't go into here, but this has a stairway going up. If you wanted to get up to there from that way. If not, you've always got this tower anyway. So as long as you can get up into that tower, that'll work quite nicely. Let's just join that over there with a couple slabs. But that is, I'm just double checking now. I think we got some stairs actually. Yeah, we got some stairs to put in. So it's a couple upside down stairs from here. Like that. And we'll just do those on each of the windows actually. So fly around here. And this is actually something I haven't done on my one. Interesting, I didn't put those in, but I'm guessing I did that by mistake rather than anything else. There we go. So that is that tower at least. So we've now got one of the towers done. I think what we'll do next is somehow try and figure out this bit, molding into this bit. So it might actually be easier for us to probably build this front section first, get that in so that that's all kind of sorted, and then that will also do another layer so we've at least got this walkway, because for this build you can then walk your way through into this bit. There's a small weird corridor thing going on here, which then gets into this back bit, so at least if we've got that kind of raised bit, including this weird little little lookout, at least if you've got that, then that gives us another part of it done. So let's do that now. Alright, so let's make this castle look a little bit more castle-like. So at the minute it looks a little bit strange, so let's sort that out. Right, so first thing we are going to do is we are going to actually be building across this kind of front section. We're going to be doing, let me show you actually, we're going to be doing this part here. So where we've actually got this doorway, that's the bit that we're actually going to be doing. We're going to be working on that. So if we just switch out our polished andesite stair for a spruce stair, and we can also get a spruce planks. I just realised we also need the chiseled, not chiseled, we need the stone brick wall as well. We'll grab that in a second, but we're going to be doing this little section here that will join up to the main tower, the donjon, as it were. So what we do, spruce slab, put in our slabs in this bit here. You can, if you want to, and what I did on mine is I actually had a bit of a stone wall on this side. So I think I actually had something like this, and you could end up doing something, you know, similar to this, where you end up with this kind of little archway type bit, so that this looks or overlooks that part, but you know, looks quite solid. I don't know how I'm going to get out of there now. So there we go, have something like that if you wanted to. I haven't done that on mine. I've done just a doorway because I wasn't too sure what I was going to do, if I was going to have a portcullis or not, but yeah, so put that in there. And then what we do is we have some slabs coming in across the bit there. And now we're going to get onto some stone wall type bits. So we're going to have 3 blocks on the side here. So 1, 2, and 3 like that. And have I gone over? I think I have. Sorry, 2 blocks like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have a spruce stair. Then upside down stair on this bit. We can also have underneath these bits, just put in some slabs. So again, stair, and then upside down stair there. Above this, have an upside down stair. Spruce planks on the sides. This is the way that I've done my doorway. It's going to look a lot better in a second, trust me. So let's just build this up as well. So up to that level. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. 2 blocks. Like that. We can also grab spruce door, which I usually use for my castle type things, because it looks like the sturdiest out of all of the doors. Like that. And we can also grab, actually we can grab it from up here, our stone brick wall as well. So we're going to have this on the side. We're going to have 2 going on either side like this. Then switch over to your stone brick stair. We're going to have a stair pointing inwards. Then go over to our slabs. So we have a slab here, slab on top, and then a block right in the middle. So that'll give us a really nice looking archway like that. We can then just bring across a set of blocks like that, just to kind of finish up that little bit. Right, okay. So what we got now, we go over to this side, we have a stone brick stair. Gonna need the window, there we go, grab that. I'm gonna put in a little window on the side here, like that, 2 blocks. And then on this bit, we're actually going to have a normal stair because it's going to be part of the matriculation type side of it. Otherwise, normally you would flip it that way, but I'm going to go this way for the time being. Then we're going to have 2 blocks, 1, 2, 1, 2. Build that up. Now, you can put a door on this side, and in fact, that's what I did with mine. So if we just bring this wall back to this area here, like that, and build the floor in. Yeah, when I was looking at it, I did put a side door in. I think I probably put it in there. I think it was something like that. But, you know, it's totally up to you if you want to or not. You've already got a main door on that side anyway. That's kind of like the main bit into under the main tower. But yeah, so I put it right in the middle actually of that one. So I'm having a door there and a door there. So I've got a lot of doors on mine. I think it's mostly to, when I was building it, to kind of like help me with all of the building and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it definitely does help. Right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to have a stair, then we're going to have a chiseled stone brick, and then we're going to have a polished andesite slab on top. What we can now do as well is just bring our spruce slabs around the back here. So this is where that weird little alleyway that I had, so I did end up punching out one of these or one there, but you could always just have the back door and have this as a very thin alleyway going down. Instead, it's totally up to you again, you know. It's one of those things with castles. You kind of get to choose what you want to do with it. Right, so what we're going to do here on the next bit is we're just going to build up another 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 across this bit here. And then we're going to have stair, stair, and then stair, and then join these with slabs. Like that. So this is going to be part of that second roof that we've got. This one here, so it's just we're getting onto that. We're just doing this little bit here so we can get onto this top bit here, because that will all then line up. So for that, we've got a stair, then a stair. Now we're going to have a slab this time going out, so this is just to make it look quite big and quite wide. Then we have a stair and then a stair, and this will be a wall right here. So this is all going to be walled up, going across to there. I don't know if there's any extra blocks in there. We'll have a look in a bit. And again, you can, if you wanted to, have a kind of door going into the main tower if you wanted to. So there we go. Also on the inside of this, I did also build this all up. So if you wanted to do that, you then can. So feel free to build that up. There you go. Get that one up to that level. And again, I don't know what's on the outside. We'll have a look in a bit because that's going to be the biggest part of it. It'll be nice when we get to the top of that. But there we go for this. Same kind of style with chiseled stone bricks. Just put them on top of those. And then with our stone bricks, just join them up. And this one's quite square on this side, but yeah. Put in your polished andesite. Struggling to figure out what block I was using then. And that will at least give us that side there. Right. So what we can now get onto, if we want to, is the roof. So we'll try and get onto that now. So I keep on clicking on buttons on my screen. So there we go, we'll get onto this roof now. So for here, what I'm going to do is just bring this back until we hit the wall. That's where we get a very, very small little room. As you can see, again, we can do something with this where we have stairs in place, exactly the same. So we might as well do that. And I am unfortunately going to have to go and fly over because I didn't count the amount from the stair even. So we've got 1, 2, 3 blocks. Yes, 3 blocks up from behind that stair. Okay, so behind this stair, so we've got 1, 2, 3. So there we go. Only a couple extra blocks on there, and we're just going to build this across the side like that, and build this right into the wall here. Again, this little wall piece here is a little bit of a weird wall piece, and we do need to also figure out where it's going to go. So it goes right up to the edge of the tower wall here. So let's just bring that back to here as well. There we go, like that. And then what we can do, because we know where that is, build in the floor on this side. Oh god, hitting everything. and then also build this in here. And you can, of course, go underneath the stone brick. I'm just doing the bare minimum to get through the tutorial. We can also do this as well on this side, like that. And also, if you wanted to, guys, you know, feel free to make like stairways and things like that. So, you know, and on this bit, if you want people to be able to get up there, feel free to put in either a stone staircase that then works its way up to here, so you can then get onto there, because you could just do that and remove this. Whoops. And put that in, you know, something similar, and then just kind of work your way around the crenellations that you've got. Feel free to like always tweak and edit it and make it your own. And also, if you wanted to as well, if we're not going to go for a door on this side, we are going to put in... Oops, did I not do that? I guess I didn't. Yeah, so maybe I didn't do the crenellations for that side. Okay, well, not crenellations, the matriculation-y bit. So let's just put that in there. We're just going to have another window. So we're actually not going to have a door on this version, but we did on the other one. So there we go. Right, okay. So now we're here. So we've got this nice back piece here like that. Again, if you wanted to have like a little door on that side, you could do. You could end up having this as a really thin corridor to get to this one, or it's just a little alleyway that doesn't get used, and you could just have this as a back door, or you could not have the back door here. You could have the back door on there, go in the alley, etc. and so forth. There's 1,000,001 different things you can do with these kind of builds. So, you know, feel free to tweak it. I've just realised with that door that actually might not be able to do certain things. Right. So anyway, right, we're onto this. So let's get some extra blocks. Clear out a couple of the blocks that we've already got. We're going to grab the same things as we did before, which is polished andesite stairs and also our block as well. So we're going to have an upside down stair on here, then a normal stair here, and same on this side, upside down stair there, and a normal stair there. We're going to bring this across, and I think I did something here where I did a stair going this way, then a slab over the top, a stair going that way. I'm going to have a look, because this is a really specific thing that I didn't look at. Oh, I did upside downs. Okay, so I did something different. I knew I did something different, but didn't know what. So there we go. Upside down stair there, just to make the door frame look a bit better, which means we can get a stair in there, which is good. So now we got to go into the alleyway, and we've got to put in some stairs. So we're just going to put in stairs here. Bit of a pain, but it'll do. And then bring that one out as well. Do an upside down. Remember that this is all a wall, so you don't need to worry about it because it's all the way over there anyway. So that saves you a little bit of hassle. This roof is actually steeper than this one, so this one just had one block here. This one actually has 2 blocks and then a stair, so that's the only difference. So we're just going to go 1, 2, stair, upside down, 1, 2, 1, 2, stair, stair, upside down, and then normal stair on top like that. So that's the only difference in that roof. So for this side, we just need to go with the same thing, 1, 2, stair, upside down, then 1, 2, and then just a stair, because that will then hit that wall. So if you want to bring that wall up, you can do, just so you know that that's what's hitting that. Okie doke. So switch over to, you know, whatever your roof material is, and we're going to just go onto the... Oh, I'm getting confused now. Going to build up these ones here. It's because the other roof was there, and just put blocks in. And then here, not there, and then here as well. And then there, like that. And I've just realised oh no, I don't need to do anything there, sorry. I've just realised I've got confused. Then we're also going to build this all up. So this we're just going to use as our blocker, basically. Actually put it all right the way up there, because that's that, yep. Just build that across there. Otherwise I'll get confused. And end up like building into the tower, grand tower, like this weird roof inside of it. Donjon, whatever you want to call it. So let's just build these up. There's some extra stuff around detailing around these bits that it then starts to mix in with, and we'll have to cut out some of the roof. Basically, what I'm trying to get at here is the tower starts to come forwards from this point. So this is where you'll start cutting into that roof. There's also this little bit of a window as well, and then it cuts in again and it goes forwards. And without doing that bit, they kind of need to be done in conjunction. So at least removing a couple bits of the roof is a lot better than have to redo a load of it. Grab your stone brick wall and just build this up. We're back here, all the way up to the top, and we're going to grab window again, and we're just going to put this in the back of this, Again, with this whole roof bit, you've got a lot of blocks. You could just block it up otherwise, rather than just putting the glass in there, because you won't be able to see it ever. So it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't add anything to it. There we go. So at least you get that roof on there. We've also got now the back piece as well, which is quite nice. And there's nothing else from there. And again, yeah, it goes a little bit strange with how it all melds in, I guess. But you know, generally speaking, we're pretty much there. It just might mean we take off a little bit of the edge of it. So we've got the Grand Tower to do now. So the Grand Tower is going to be the next big section for us. But it's pretty good. It's pretty standard. Let's just, you know, if I have a look over it for you guys, and this is probably the best side, you can see that we've already done up to this layer here. So we've got a set of windows, and it goes out, and then we do another set of windows, and then it goes out, and then that's where we get these four, I think they're called turrets, but they might not be called turrets. It's something like that. So with that in mind, what we're going to do is get onto it, so might as well just continue on. Right. Polished andesite again, your nice big block. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to have it on this block. So this time it's not, it's the same as the under bit here, and then every other block here. And again, we can do the same thing around. And of course, if you wanted to do it here, I mean, you don't have to replace it in these ones at all. It's more of a just keeping everything uniform than anything else from my point of view. And then we just have some stairs. And the end one is just a block and stairs. And of course, the inner parts, don't even need to worry about it. Best bit of it. Right, so we're going to grab our blue again, because we're actually going to have some windows on this level. So for this, we're just going to have got with 3 blocks on this side, 3 blocks on here, 3 blocks on here, like that. This is where it differs from a lot of my other castles, where they've mostly been functional castles, and this one is a little bit less. It's not a lot less. I don't know if I have a window on that side. I guessed I didn't. Okay, that's fine. So all of this inner wall I've just blocked up. I've got a door going in. Again, totally up to you where you want your door. And just for the front, I will have to check, because I'm guessing I've got 2 windows. Okay, so I've got 2 windows on the inside, which kind of sounds about a bit reasonable. So that does mean we need to edit this one and put in a stair there. 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Put this all in here. We don't have a stair anywhere else, but we can have a window at least on this bit. And I think I had a doorway here. That's where it naturally went. But again, you've got this inner part here. You can always use this area here as like a little bit of a pass through, unless you wanted it as like a little separate office type thing, where it is just completely closed off to the rest of the castle, and you only get to it from the Grand Tower here. You walk in, and then this is like a little office. Might not actually be a bad idea at all. So put in a window. We'll just go 2 of the blocks are window. There's a door. Don't touch that one. We're gonna get in these. I hate it with that. Whenever you put down like a glass pane, and you just can't click it, or you just select totally random block and just put that in as well. Not so good. There we go. Put in these here. No, we didn't have any of there because it would have been on this side. So again, if you wanted to put in a door, maybe there, maybe that would be pretty good. Right, let's grab the spruce wood. Again, it's exactly the same, so we can put it across these beams, same size, so we don't have to do any changes on it, which is good. And then there. Oops, don't need to do too many beams. You could do. I mean, there's no reason why not. I just tried to keep it to what would look reasonable in terms of like beams and things like that, because I think this then, when we do get to it, I think this then looks reasonable. You know, you've got like a big gap, and you've got these nice places for lanterns as well. So that's it's one of the main things. Whenever you're doing a slab floor, of course, putting lanterns up is kind of a bit stuck. And you can use torches, but you know, torches these days with the lantern block, a lot of people just go in with that block instead. So right, okay, upside down stair time. So just whacking your upside down stairs. Simple as that. There we go, whacking them. And over this side as well. Cool. Oh, cool. There we go. Something like that. Right, so the next bit, what we're going to be doing is building up onto the next level, which is going to get, or start to get complicated. But we'll we'll endeavour to do it as good as I can. So what I'm actually going to do is something that I haven't done on mine, which is create empty space as well. So use as much empty space because you can use it for like storage. So on any of the corners, place a block. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go out with a slab. Then we're going to go in and have a block. Out with a slab, in with a block. Slab, in with a block, out with a... So not with a slab, out with a stair, in with a block. These are all upside down stairs. Just want to reiterate that because apparently I'm saying the wrong thing. And then just do the same on the other parts of it as well. So this is where it's going to get a little bit complicated, but that's where we'll get that piece in there. So this is where we're probably going to, well, we are going to cut into that quite heavily, I expect. Now I don't know what I did on the inside of this. I think I just apparently just did it all in ugly blocks. So that's fine. Cool. Right. Oh, wrong way. So there we go. Get that there. We'll do the same over here. We'll do it this way. So I don't know if this negative space that we've got, this empty space that we've got, is going to be useful. It might be. Let's just do that for now. There we go. But yeah, it might be. It might not. We'll find out. Got a feeling it will be. Usually with these kind of builds, well, with any build, having little areas that kind of like create interest is always a good thing. Cool. So there we go. That's what we've got there. So we're now just going to put a block on top of each of those upside down stairs, and we'll do something with the corners in a second because we don't want it rounded. Yep, put a block on there as well. So this is all going to get removed, but we'll sort that out in a second. So for the corners, we're going to have a polished andesite slab come out on each of these, except on the one that's inside of a room, which is that one, because there's no point. And again, put a block on top as well. Okay, now what we're going to do is back to our stairs, and we're now going to have a stair in between. So it's kind of like staggered raising up of this level. There we go. Oh, get your stairs right. Like that there. Okay. Right, I'm going to have a very, very quick look, because I think it's again another 2. Yeah, it is another 2. So we'll get on to that. Actually, I'm going to grab a load of pictures so that I can make sure I get this level right, because I'm guessing when we've got these 2, that actually, yeah, we've got a floor underneath that. So we've already got this stair. So actually on that other level, we've got a floor. So that means here we've got a floor. So actually those places where we've saved some space aren't useful at all, unfortunately. But it's worth a try. There we go, build that one up. Build that one up there. Let's put in another floor. This will be the last one at this level. Again, you can make these floors a lot bigger. I just went with the bottom floor being the biggest, or widest. Not really widest, sorry. No, the widest is going to be going up as we go up in this build. The biggest, kind of most open, with the tallest ceiling. There we go. That's what I was trying to get at. Whereas this, the kind of like higher floors, I can expect being split into different rooms. So you might have them for the barracks, you might have them for, like eating type hall or something like that. You might even split the eating hall and have a kitchen on one of these sides. Especially with this, you could quite easily, cut a nice big section out to be a kitchen, and have this as actually like a nice table, and have that go around if you wanted to. Right, let me go and study my build, and I'll then get onto the next section of the Grand Tower. Okay, so on to the next section of this, which is going to be pretty much finishing this up. Actually, guys, it's not too far off. You'll be glad to hear, I hope. So it's quite a long tutorial so far. So let's grab some glass. What we're going to do here is we're actually going to put in more windows. So effectively, what we do is where we've got these longer pieces coming down, those are going to be our main pillars, as you see with these windows down here. We're going to go up with 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3 on each of these, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, like that. So that actually means that these blocks that we've got here, we're actually going to remove those, because this then pushes outwards. Okay, so this is where that ugly bit on my build, you're going to end up with your own ugly bit on your build, but that's where we get for that, and it means we have to remove those pieces as well. So this is where it starts to stick out a little bit. So we're going to have a window in here. We're also even going to have a window right in here as well. So that's one thing to kind of like note. So if we just remove that, we're going to do that on all of these where we just got with 3 blocks. There's going to be a slight difference on the corners with these ones from the last layer. We're actually going to fill in these, but it's easier just to go up every other one for the time being, and then we figure that and or sort that bit out in a second. So here we go up to here, and then that's where we go 1, 2, 3 here as well. I'm going to get rid of that because we're not going to need it. Even get rid of this pillar here as well. And this is kind of where I think on this one you can do a wall on this bit. So where this will get cut off as we start to build up. And actually, let's get onto that now. Let's just get rid of this, and we've already got that. There we go. Build this wall up as well, and then we'll sort this section out. Here we go, and there, and put that there. I don't know. We'll find out what's going on with that in a second. So for each of these, what we're going to do is corners, fill in the not stairs. With blocks, fill in the corner bits, because this is where we're going to start our turrets, which is cool. I think. I think it is anyway. It's one of the most fun bits that I actually did with this one was the turrets. So we're going to have stairs, upside down stairs on these bits for the windows. Put these in. Like that. Oh yay. There we go. Like that there. And across these ones. Cool. And then put in your windows. I think this is one of my only builds that actually seems to get bigger as you go up higher, so it's quite interesting. So I always think you're near the end, but you're not quite there. But we are actually nearly there. Just to reiterate that, guys, we're nearing the end. So there we go, we get that now. Okay, so let's get on to the next bit. So what we're going to be doing is we're actually going to be having stairs right on this piece here. So again, using this as our main kind of pillar. We then have, for this bit, we have a stair here. Then we drop down to have a stair, and then we have a stair here, so that's the kind of pattern we're going for. Now we put a block in there. You can, of course, then, also when we've got these bits in here, so we go stair, 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 in this kind of pattern, you can then, and a block on top, you can, of course, dig down, and actually this is where we're going to get quite a big gap. I would definitely recommend having the block in there, because it just makes the windows look stronger, but you could potentially do something here, I guess. I don't know. Don't know what the interior is going to be like, but whether we can, you can have some sort of, I don't know, says staircase or something. We'll find out in a sec. So again, stair, 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 da, da, da. So we're just going to basically be following this pattern. So these turrets. So hopefully it makes sense. And then for this corner, that one there, that one there, and then that one there. So this is where it's going to get really quite muddled. I think it suddenly appears. So yeah, that one's there, and then it comes out of the roof after that. So this is where it is muddled, as I said. Wasn't joking with that at all. Right, so we'll get rid of these ones. You can then at least put in a block there. Put a block on that one. Have that going down, and if you wanted to do some digging on that side, you could do, I guess. Whoops. Block on that one. Block on that one, and then we can even, yeah, we've got rid of that one, that corner, and those two. And those if we wanted to. Try to figure it out. There we go, block on there. Those ones, and if we wanted to, we could go down to there as well. So if we wanted maximum interiorness, as well as, yeah, if you wanted to do that on that side, you would just have to do something like that, and you're going to end up with some, potentially having some roof pieces, which isn't ideal, let's be honest, but it's because this is kind of looking like it's attached onto the roof. I mean, well, let's have a look to see what I did on this one. I bet you I've put stone bricks, yeah, so I've replaced them with stone bricks because it looked a little bit strange leading into the roof, so that's okay. At least that will then mean that looks a little bit better. Cool. Right, so what is next off of this then? So off of this, what we're going to do is, if we just do the... no, actually, let's just do all this. So we go on top here of those upside down stairs. We're going to do the same on all of these pieces. We're just going to do one layer of it, okay? Let's do it a little bit by a little bit to make sure we get it all absolutely correct. So what I don't want to do is... well, I was getting it wrong. So then we're going to have that in here and that on there as well. Don't worry about that block there or the other side as well. I think we'll leave those ones because we're always going to end up with them, but we can take off that one now. Let's put that on there and there as well. We're now going to also have upside down stairs on these bits. So again, we're staggering the the nice thing about this style is that it's kind of got this like staggered bits to it, if you know what I mean. So I quite like the staggeredness of it. It's not just going up solidly, and I think that's what makes it look quite aesthetically pleasing. So we go get stairs in there like that. So what we're going to do now, grab your chiseled stone bricks, and where we've got the main kind of like pillar bits, we're actually going to have a chiseled stone brick, and that includes going across here. So we're just doing every other one, so it even goes onto the turrets as well. So it's a nice style that's going solidly through it. And part of the thing with castles and with, well, mainly with any build that you've got like solid colour with, any sort of variation that you can use to then break it up. Obviously we've got chiseled stone brick, and we've also got polished andesite for these, so it's we're quite lucky in the fact that we've got quite a few different choices for it. So right here, what we're going to do is what we're going to do first. Let's do the turret part of it. So we're going to do a stair in here, stair in here. We can then come around onto the inside, and we can do the same kind of things here. So this is where we've got a little bit of a different kind of thing going on. We can either have, well, we can have. It's up to you guys. Okay, so with this bit, it's totally up to you guys. I didn't do windows on the inside pieces. I actually did some doors, and I only did windows on the outer facing pieces. I kind of was thinking about it, and I was thinking actually that's where you're going to get your light. Is there much point doing it on the inside? I don't know if as a king or something, I don't know if I'd do that or not. So it's up to you guys if you want to do that or not. And there's no reason why you can't. So there we go, we get this here. Come in here, and we'd have 3 blocks again using your chiseled stone brick as your like corner blocks, your detail blocks. There and there, and then I'm just gonna, for the time being, just do this very, very quickly. So then once I've got that center block thinking about it, I can then just plonk these on quite simply. And do the same on here as well. Right, so roof-wise, or sorry, not roof, flooring-wise. Okay, so this is where I went quite big with my one. So I ended up extending it to, I think, a 3x3 square because of how we've actually got it. So for that, we go 1, 2, 3, and then this is this one here. So I've got 3 blocks, 3 block gap, and then having it over here. Because it's wider, it ends up just having extra bits. So it's basically, it's actually exactly the same as the other floor. Just realised that, which I quite like. That means it lines up nicely, which again, like, kind of ties into, makes my brain happy because it's all the same. It's really strange, but yeah, there we go. Get something like that. Obviously, these towers wouldn't necessarily just be having this. I mean, how wood is gonna just support, or bits of wood that have got some you know, beams on it are going to support stone is a bit questionable, but you know, there'll be techniques for doing certain things. What I'm trying to do to say is, don't worry about it. Yes, it's not factually correct, but you know, you could end up, if you wanted to, pull those towers most of the way down, or have them where it's actually being supported by the outer walls. You could try and do something to make it look like it's possible. And you could of course look at real designs as well. That's mostly the best thing to do with a lot of these, is go and have a look at the real castles and how they've done it, especially with those kind of, God, try not to fall over, especially with those kind of styles, because most of the times if it's been done, then they'll have the answers in there, because otherwise it wouldn't work. So yeah, I just don't know. I don't know how they would have done it on the inside at all. I need to research that. I'm probably going to do that after this video, you know, guys. Anyway, right, filling in the floor, because it's the last floor, and that's always a good thing. So yeah, I don't know what we could do with these inner spaces. I guess you could use them as staircases, almost like it's already cut in there. I don't know if you would want to do 4 staircases going all the way to the top. Probably not, but you could maybe do like 2 of them or just 1 of them. Totally up to you, really, guys. Okay, right. So the next little bit we're going to do, I ended up building this kind of central structure. Again, really heavy, made out of stone. So you don't have to actually do this at all, but I kind of liked it. I was thinking of having like a really small chapel, and by really small, I mean it's really tiny. But you know, it's totally up to you guys if you wanted the same kind of thing. I just thought it looked kind of cool, and it just works off of these beams as well. So you just go around here, you just build a nice like 3x3 box, pretty much, or inside of it is a 3x3 box, and we go to 4 high, like this here. There we go, like that. So that's where I went with that. Grab your stone brick slabs. We're just going to have these across these ones. like that. And then on this one, we're also going to have polished andesite. So we've still got crenellations going on. It's just that they're not very useful now. So this is more a detail thing rather than it being a functional thing, because to be fair, you can't really see down anyway. Even if you maybe had a stair there, you're gonna kind of like struggle. So it's more of a, you know, you can look out over the wider kind of thing going on. If there's a battle going on, hopefully not, but if there is, then at least you can see across there. I mean, even if, you know, you're looking here, you're kind of a little bit limited, even if you could see, so don't worry about it too much about it being defensible. It's more of a style thing to cap it all off and make it look really nice, and that's sometimes important, or is important. Right, okay, anyway, blabbering on. Let's go up on these towers with 3 blocks. 1, 2, and 3, and actually go 4. 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then actually all these ones are just 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sort it out. All of these ones as well. And of course you could use World Edit. If you've done one of these towers, you could then rotate it 90 and paste and paste and paste and paste. I'm not going to, because people seem to get annoyed with me when I use World Edit in it, and I have to then pause the video. So if I'm doing it with them, they get an idea for how long it's actually going to take them to build as well. That's the other thing with World Edit. Although it is an incredible mod and saves you a lot of time. I actually didn't, for this one, build it on, didn't do it with World Edit. Usually because I'm relaxing when building, so I mean, that's just what I do. I don't know. Very strange. Probably if it was bigger though, I'd definitely do World Edit. Right, anyway, come on. Let's build this all up, and I just realised that a lot of these towers I've got rid of the windows on. So that's another thing to be a bit careful of, because you can be like me and do that. Right, there we go. Get rid of that one. I'm going to put a stair there. Get rid of those, put a stair there. Yeah, do all this. Not really taking that long anyway to remove them. Hopefully you guys didn't follow me, but you might have done. So apologies if you did. Right. Glass. 3 blocks. 1, 2, and 3. So these are quite long, thin windows with these ones. I kind of wanted them to look that way. After doing them, I think I tried them with too high, and it just didn't quite look big enough. I don't know why, but it just didn't. So that's why I went with those. There we go. And that's that. Cool. And again, you could put them on the inside if you wanted to, or just do a couple doors, wherever you wanted to. You know, totally up to you, whatever you want. Right, so now what we're going to do is we've got our stone brick stairs, as you can imagine, on these bits as well. Try and get them right though. And there we go. Again, if you want doors, put in doors. If you don't want doors, don't put in doors. Totally up to you guys. Right, polished andesite is now what we're going to be going on to. So upside down stair, upside down stair. We then have a slab go over the top like that. Then on the next bit, we have a slab going over. Upside down stair, slab go over. So we end up with this kind of pattern which just goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, basically. And that goes all the way around. So, you know, it's not too bad. I quite like it. I kind of got this from when I was doing Alcliff, which is the major skill that I built on my world. And I quite liked it. I just liked how it, the up and downy bits, like looked overall. It just kind of looked quite cool. So this kind of really worked, and it just kind of worked with this kind of fantasy-esque style, or this kind of like post, you know, post when castles were really used in anger as, like, you know, real defensive structures, and they started to become more of a sign of upper class and nobility. I quite liked how that looked. It just kind of looked a little bit more like stylish, you know, rather than anything else. So there we go, putting all these bits in. There we go, like that, and we'll get on to the next bit. Onto the sides here. Nearly there. Now what's faster really? I think that was probably the fastest way of doing it. And of course you figure it out right at the end. Right, okay. So what we're getting on to now is we're going to grab stone brick wall as well. And just on the sides of these ones, just in the corners, we're going to put in 2 bits of stone of it, stone brick wall. It's just a little bit of a detail-y thing. It just makes it look a little bit rounder, I find, because it's always quite difficult to make things look round in Minecraft. So pretty much anything you can use it. I'll save you some time. I've already done that one, haven't I? Yeah. So yeah, anything that you can use, and this is one of the ways that I've found, at least, where it looks semi-round. You'll never get it round, but it'll do for now. Okay, cool. So, roof. Let's go on to this. So we're using Dark Prismarine as well. I've got that one there. So what we're going to do for the roof is we're going to have just 3 blocks going around like this. Really simple. And then what we're going to do is on the middle, we're going to place another block. We're going to have a stair, and stair. So you just basically step over. This is a very typical pointed roof in Minecraft, so it's not complex by any means. Also, we're going to need a slab as well. Let's grab that. So build this in now. So you get block in, like that. There you go. Block on. Slab on top. Then you go for a block in the middle. And on each of those blocks, you have a stair. Then right in the middle, we're going to have 2 blocks, and then we're going to have to grab a nice. Ooh, I guess we're going to have to just go for normal prismarine for this one. Double prismarine. I don't know if that's going to look good at all. Not so much, but it'll do, I guess. I mean, the only other thing you can do is if you want to switch it out for like iron bars or something. Or you can even, if you want to ever extend it, add some iron bars in there. So, yeah, I'm not so keen on the prismarine. I don't think it quite goes with that, so we're going to go for really pointedness. Let's go for, tell you what, let's try some wood on this. Something like that. Find something that works. I'm going to go with that. That doesn't look too bad. So that'll do. So again, just on these roofs, 3 blocks, 3 blocks, 3 blocks, 3 blocks in the middle, add a block. Get your stairs, put them on all of them. Then you guessed it, on these corners, put in a block. Slabs on those blocks. Then a block. All I feel like I'm saying right now is block, block, block. Which people love. So blocks on those, then stairs on top of those. And then we get 2 blocks and up. And for this one, we're going to go with 2 fences and then 2 iron bars, just to make it really pointy. Although those ones are just 2 walls, and that's it. It ends. So there we go. Same on these ones again. We're going to just do them and get them done. So there we go. Blocks on top of these. Get your stairs on. That, get your blocks on the middle, or on these corner pieces even. Remember to put your slabs on top of those kind of blocks, and block in the next bit. And then stairs. And then 2 blocks. 2 fences, and then 2 iron bars, or just have those 2 there. And then finally the last one here. Then we get to finish off the center bit, so that's the final piece of the puzzle, as it were. So let's build these up here, and then again blocks in the side bits. And then the bit that I always forget is to put the slab on top, but I'm pretty good these days. I've trained myself after forgetting about it so many times, and then looking at it and going, something doesn't quite look right, it looks too flat, and then that's all the slab does, just breaks it up a little bit. So 2 blocks on top of that, and then 2 fences, and then two iron bars going up. Right, okay, so I've got a feeling that we're going to need those 2 as well. So those 2, so it's on the 4th block is where we get the stair. That's nice and easy at least. So right here we get the stair going outwards. Stair going outwards. We have to delete this one here to put in a normal stair, and then have these going across here. See, that would have confused me. If I didn't look at it, that would have so confused me. And normal stair there, upside down there, upside down there. Stair, 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 stair. There. And then for this one, it's just similar to this one down here. It's the smaller of the 2, so it's just a single block. Stair, stair, upside down stair, block on top of those, stair, stair, upside down stair, and then a normal stair going that way. Same on the other side, so block, 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 stair, stair, upside down stair, upside down stair, block, block, stair, stair, upside down stair, normal stair going that way. And then we just need to fill in the roof bits here. So there we go. Let's bridge the gaps. And then blocks across the top. Could also do like put iron bars and things on top of these roofs if you want to do. I didn't want to, I just wanted to keep it quite simple and smooth and kind of have the stonework being the main feature of it all, but it's totally up to you guys. There we go, have something like that. And you'll notice this big gap here. Now this is where I need to have a look because I've forgotten what it looks like. Oh, it's nice and easy, and just a like, really simple cross really. There we go. So what we've got here is if we just put in the blocks down here to this level, we're also going to put it behind this one, going to put it behind this one, and we're also going to put, take a block out there. For me, I had my actual door here, so I ended up putting an upside down stair there. But this is where I just put in a nice little simple X, cross even, cross type shape. And then I'm just going to fly through the other side, don't ask why. Put that in there, block on here, knock out that one, and do the exact same where we just have this nice cross shape going on. And you could of course have the door on the sides or whatever, it's totally up to you. But that is it. I actually prefer that light roof, I think, rather than the dark, personally. I don't know why, I think it just looks more like a copper patina than anything else. It's kind of got that light colour to it. But that is it for the build, guys. So yeah, nice and easy and simple. Feel free to expand it. Of course, you can put all of these nice little side details onto it and, you know, build up the walls if you want to do, or keep it as is. It's totally up to you guys. Whatever you want to do, enjoy. Also, again, if you want to do an interior for it, feel free, and also feel free to tweet it at me at Lord Decker, or you can also join my Discord. It's in the description, so feel free to join that and post it in one of the kind of channels. If it's just a pictures, vanilla. If it's kind of like a video or anything like that, then post that in promotion. But yeah, if you have enjoyed it and this is the first time you're watching me, make sure to subscribe, guys. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you all have a good one. I'll see you on the next one.